I'm Johnny Scoville, and this is Taste the Heat. It's time for another installment of Late Night Snack Time with the Scoville Squad. We're going to do a little live stream. Going out and do some question and answer. I'm going to eat a pepper. Had quite a day, actually. Mac Nite, good to see you. I ate a lot of peppers today. Flew too close to the sun, burned my wings, but I'm feeling a little better now. Appreciate you stopping by. I've got a little pepper I'm going to eat. We're going to just hang out for a little while. Nicholas Johnson. Oh, cool. Thanks for stopping in, Nicholas. Good to see you. Wes Lightburn. Good evening, dude. Do Unicycle. Good to see you, man. Thanks for stopping in. Tim D. How are you, brother? I'm good, Tim D. Dennis Brace, Macy. How are you guys? Thank you for stopping in. All right, so it was quite a day. I don't know if you saw the challenge I did today. I had 9 primatales and an equal number of ghost peppers, and I just alternated. Such a good time. K-Fed, good to see you, man. K-Fed 46 to be exact. Brock Bandy, thanks for being here. Rob Norton, good to see you. Militant vegan 18 peppers like they rebel. No, man, they hurt me, man. They really did. You know, it's really funny. The truth of it is, it was really only like doing 9 primatales because the 9 ghost peppers didn't really. They added substance. There was some heat to them, but it didn't really advance the heat. So, I'm just being honest with you. Tim D, bro, the hell tart can't be as hot as people make it sound. Yeah, I'm questioning it, but I'm going to do it. I've been saying it for a long time, but I'm working on it. Hello, world. Sexno, a.k.a. Syrians. Got to come up with a nickname for you, dude. Good to see you. David Gom, good to see you. Love from Miami. Keep the faith. That's my goal. Drunk Eddie. So good to see you. Guys, and Jason P., good to see you. Tomorrow I'm doing for the bus pass, I'm doing a live Gusher challenge. I've got a yellow primatale, and I still have some 14 million Scoville tincture from Tom Broom. So I'm going to do a Gusher for the bus pass people. I thought I'd let you guys know. Tim D, it destroyed Roger. That's weird. You know what? I don't know. You can see it as weird, but we don't know where his tolerance is. It's the off season, So it's understandable, I guess. Today's vid looked rough this early season. It was, Rob. They're hot peppers. That's 9 primatales any time in the season is a tough one, but I'm trying to get my tolerance up. Have I tried? Brock Bandy asks the Trinidad Viper Brown. I don't believe I have. Yeah, my interest peaked. Alan McGee, good to see you. What's up, Heat Seekers? He asks. George Ramsden. I'm a chili head. Thank you for saying that. Thanks for stopping in, man. Mac Whitaker. Man, do I love Mac Whitaker. For real. Mac, how are you, bro? It's good to see you. How do I join the bus? There's a little tab. If you're on I think it has to be done on a I don't know. I think here's what I think. I think it has to be done on a tablet or a computer. There's a little tab that says join. It's $4.99 a month. I think if you do it from your phone, if you use these, I'm not sure. One way you can do it. If you use the YouTube app from your phone, I'm not sure it appears. But if you go use a browser and then go to YouTube and search me once you get to YouTube, I think you can do it that way. I may be screwing that all up. I don't know. Ever try Miss Renfro's Ghost Salsa K-Fed 46? I have some in the fridge right now as we speak. It's good stuff. One digital watcher coming down off a 650,000 Scoville high. It's a lot to me. That's a lot. Digital watcher, 650,000 Scoville is a lot of Scovilles, man. You and the Queen going to go at it again? Yes, we are, Tim D. You can bank on it. Within the next 3 or 4 months, you're going to see it. I will do my best. I'm going to try to beat her. Marv Harmon, good to see you. Good to see everyone. Thanks for being here. Ozark Mountain Grizzly, shout out from Ozark, Missouri. Thanks for being here. Ozark Mountain Grizzly. I think Apple, Android have a different locations to get it done. Could be, Rob. B. McAllister, hot from Niagara Falls, Canada. Good to see you. And we lost a great Canadian yesterday. You guys know who we lost? Gordon Lightfoot. Brutal. Man, one of the last real troubadours. We lost. What a songwriter. That's brutal. A Canadian legend. I am the Noise Opera. Love you, dude. Thanks for being here, man. You're impressive. You just are. Ahoy, hoy from Niagara Falls, Canada. There you go. Mikey, extra hot honey. It's good. It's very good, actually. I have some of that too. George Ramsden, my apologies. You're a chili head. Love watching you eat hot stuff. That's all right, man. Listen, you know what? This is the weird thing. I'm not saying, I mean this now. After 2 weeks into the channel, someone called me that. I've just been correcting people ever since. Nothing, I don't take it the wrong way. It's just trying to keep my feet on the ground. Yeah, rest in peace, Ozark Mountain Grizzly, for sure. I wrote a screenplay about that. The song, Edmund Fitzgerald? I wrote a screenplay called November's Witch about that. It's a pretty good story. Milton Vegan, I think why your channel, well, one of the reasons is so interesting is you just turn the camera on and create content unedited. You would do amazing on improv. Huh? That's what this is, I suppose. Thank you for saying that. Mike Davidson, hey, Johnny. I don't like, here's the thing. Doesn't it feel like we're connecting? Like I'm talking to you? The first time I ever turned the camera on, and there's not a single subscriber. I think my son subscribed. I turned the camera on and I just I'm looking at you. That's all. And that's kind of how it always feels. I think if you super edit everything, every time there's an edit, you're a little bit more removed. And when it's super edited, you're so far removed, there's no connection. About 80% of the YouTube channels, you'll never, ever, ever even see the face of the content creator. It's interesting. They just make content. Ever heard of Tragically Hip? I have. B. McAllister? I have. Bizzle! There's my dude. I didn't go to the ops fam. Sorry, dude. But I'll email you as soon as this video is done. I have a little bit of information on sauces. Watched you on the pain train today, sir. Ted Hammond. Thanks, dude. David Gom, brother, seeing you have a British flags. Are you doing anything for King Charles being made king originally? Nah. It's really interesting. I'm not a Brit, but my mom, for some strange reason, my mom has always had this lifelong love of the royals, the royal family. So growing up, it was always something we used to see, and so although it's not something I've made a big deal of, it's still pretty fascinating stuff. I do have a British flag right under that. That's an Australian, Arizona flag. Underneath that, I have the. Actually, no, the British flag is right there. That's the Australian flag. I have the British flag right there. I do have one here. Johnny, was it hard to get used to talking to a camera without a live chat? No, it's a lot easier. You know what I mean? Because a live chat, I'm sort of torn. It's not like I need to stare at the camera, but trying to get it all. And I inevitably miss people. It's easy. I mean, it's kind of nice not to have the chat, but the chat is the connection. So there's that disconnect. When you're filming something like that, it's totally different, but it's super fun though. Keith Lego in Lake Flynn, exactly. Jason P on Johnny. I want to know if your years are still hot. I hope so. Bill Lewis, my Tuesday night chill. Thanks so much. Thank you. If my tears are hot, there you go. I was gonna say I hope my ears are hot. My tears are definitely hot. That's something that's happened. It happens every year. Boy, this thing's really got a face. Check out the face on this guy. A little goatee like me. This is a MOA Scotch bonnet. It's got a little something funky right here in the crease that I want to. Oh, that thing just moved. You got to be kidding me. Look at this thing right there. The little black thing. See it moving? I was about to pop that thing in my mouth. I was about to get that little thing out of a crevice, and the thing is. Now he's wedged in there. A little protein. Done playing with that thing. Real deal. Good to see you, man. Jerry Slay. What's up? Good to see you, man. One of the finer Scotch bonnets I had, I think it was a little critter that made it so good. David Grum, what's the hottest sauce you've ever had? Probably Right Hand of Doom or Doomed. I don't know which one it is. One of them's hotter than the other. I always seem to forget. I don't know why I do that. It's by Hellfire. Extra protein. Exactly, B. McAllister. Marv Harmon. Has to read the question first. Oh, Christopher Cooper. Hang on one second. Thank you so much. I'll get to your thing in just one second. Marv, when they asked you to do the show, did they act like you're odd for being a chili head? Is it a show on why you chase the heat? We certainly address that. No question. That's something that's addressed, but it's not a theme of the show. Extra heat, exactly, Mike. Christopher Cooper, thank you so much for that super chat, dude. Had to pop in with a 10. The way your videos have helped me. Thank you, man. I've been so grateful. We've had tried some American snacks. Hers, excellent. I just tried Fear the Sauce tonight and some spaghetti bolognese. Isn't Fear this great? Has seed stuck in there. Ted Hammond, Teddy gets to have a colonoscopy and endoscopy tomorrow. I'm giddy with excitement. Boy, I'll tell you what, I had a colonoscopy. I made the mistake of Googling it. Don't do that. I don't know if you ever had one before, but I Googled it. I went to the doctor. I said, hey, listen, they felt something. They had to do a biopsy on something. They take a shaving on each side of what they think is a tumor, and they kind of look at it and see if I'm going to die. So there's this little clicker. They said when you pull the trigger, you hit a click. I'm not sure if it's the same thing you had, but you click, and every time they do a click, it shaves the tumor a little bit, teeny little shaving, and they do 6 from each side. And I read this. It scared the heck out of me. So I went there. I was meeting with the nurse. I said, listen, I'm kind of nervous. She goes, why? I said, well, I know that there's a little machine. You click it. She goes, well, why do you know that? I said, what do you mean? Why? I Googled it. She goes, why'd you do that? I'm like, what do you mean? Why did I do that? It's happening to me. I'm not going to Google the procedure you're having. I promise. I'm having it. It's terrible. I didn't like it. So knowing about it kind of made it a little bit more tense for me. There needs to be a comedy about chili heads competing. There's a little bit of that in the show too, B. McAllister. Good to see you, Monk Searcher. Very good to see you. Riverdale, thank you so much for being here. For real, thanks for stopping in. Belinda Gerard, love your videos. Thank you. I love you stopping in and saying hi, Belinda. Thank you. It's amazing with food, Christopher Cooper. Charlie and Mary Mullins. Love you guys. Hope you're doing well. Hope your mom's doing well. Was munching on 3 halves while watched last night. Last night challenge got me got me pretty good. I love when that happens, Mike. Milton Vegan, fear this, taste and heat. Unusual. It's a very hot sauce, man. Stupid hot. I tried to drink a case of it. Wasn't that like stupid? Honestly, that was like a dumb challenge. That was really one of the few challenges I ever knew I was doing before I even did it. Tim D, Johnny's the man. Thank you for saying that. I've been watching him since early days, and he's always been a joy to watch. Such a real dude. Thank you for saying that, Tim. It's awfully kind of you. Up potting super hots as we speak. Riverdale Gardens. Since the last time he's been here, he's checked his plants 7,237 times. Are they growing? Are they growing? Have I eaten fall curry? I have. I love it. Jacob Deathridge, yo, yo, yo. Johnny, everyone, the pepper season is upon us. It's on us now, man. You're close. When Florida's got pods, I'm saying it's pod season. So Florida's got pods. But you're close, Jacob. I can't wait to eat some of your pods, man. Keith Lego, me and Johnny came up with an amazing hypothetical today. A white primatale, a.k.a. the albino primatale. I don't know if you saw the video. I said, like, if you look at peppers, you can't just look at ghost pepper and just think of a red ghost. I think of all the different varieties, all the different colors and phases. You know what I mean? You think of all peppers. I think ghost is still maybe ultimately my favorite pepper. Every one of them were so good. And the white ghosts that I had today, they were so delicious. So he said, how about, I think, what about an albino or a white primatale? I said, there isn't one yet. That would be cool. Anything unique on my bucket list, Rob? You know, it's funny. It's funny you say that. I was talking to somebody. Well, I was talking to my brother about it. I started somebody else about it. It was David. I've changed it a lot. You know, it's my life has changed so much in the last 6 years. I've pretty much had to scratch the whole thing and start over again because I've done everything. You know, I did things I didn't set out to do, so I never really put them on a bucket list. You know, this was never on a bucket list because I didn't really know this. You know what I mean? It wasn't. It just. I mean, I'm super happy it's happening, but I don't know. I've done everything. Like I really can't think of it. You know, I'd like to swim with the sharks and eat a pepper with the sharks in the Bahamas. That's something I kind of want to do. But I'm really lucky that I've got a chance to do just about everything. Oh, you know what? I got one, but you may see it soon, so I can't say anything about it. Marv, you go on hot ones and drink the whole bottle of the last dab after each wig. I hear Bad Dog is rough. The bomb too. Bad Dog says, yeah, the bomb is just the bomb is rough. They should use that. They wouldn't need to torture people like with waterboarding. Just pull out the bomb. Here we go. It's like, all right, get a pen. I'll tell you everything. What up, Johnny? Dave Miner, Chili Dog. Chili Dog, you're Dave Miner? I didn't know that. I love Dave Miner. I was talking to him today. Django, thank you. Thank you for thanking me. Milton Vegan, look at all them buses, people. Get a pass. The creator delivers the goods like Judas Priest. Burn, the bird burns. Listen, tomorrow is going to be live. If you guys are thinking about getting a bus pass, wouldn't be a bad time. Tomorrow is going to be a live gusher. 14 million Scoville gusher. I might do a bunch of things in it. It'll be good. Ghosts are heavy producers. Yes, they are, Rob. And they're really consistent in flavor and heat, I think, too. More so than a lot of other peppers. Very stable. Oh, Wes needs good luck. Hold on. I just put my peppers in the greenhouse yesterday. Let's get growing. Absolutely, Wes. It's G Marty. Good to see you, man. Sharon Chandler. So good to see you. You're a doll, Sharon. Man, Chili Dog, I had no idea that was you, Dave Miner. You guys understand the legend that Dave Miner is? You know, there's the chocolate bootla that Chad Selesky accidentally crossed in his backyard. There's a bunch of other people that grew chocolate bootlas. One of them, probably the greatest, is Dave Miner. So if you ever see a chocolate bootla DM, gird your loins. They're a bigger pod, super stupid hot. And early on, when I first started the channel, nobody knew who I was. You know what I mean? I mean, nobody knew who I was. And David Miner was just a very, very nice guy. He didn't say, like, who are you? You know, he was just a very nice guy. When I met David Miner and talked to him the first time, that was a moment for me. Like, that was a significant moment in the channel because I was like, holy crap, I just talked to Dave Miner. It was great. Just potted my Serranos and Peach Bane strain, said Mike Davidson. That sounds awesome. Take care. Love you, Johnny. Take care, Sharon Chandler. You're my prayers. You really are. Jason P. Lots of love. You're in my prayers every night too, Sharon. You need to know that. It's the truth. Jacob, working on my first festival of 2023 this Saturday. Love talking spicy to the community. Isn't that the best part? I could talk forever. I can answer questions about spicy stuff forever. George Heilman, the classic Pepper X is interesting. Thin but very hot and quite tasty. I've not had that yet. Milton Vegan. Sharon loves everyone. I got you. I'm glad she's not leaving. Good. I don't want her to leave. Love Sharon. Anyone know of any chili head festivals in North Carolina? I'm not sure of any right now. Alan McGee, Mad Dog 327 with bullet keychain is brutal. It is. Chili Mama Bird, there is my girl. I can relax now. Okay, now that she's here, we're going to log off and we'll watch a movie with my girl. No, I'm kidding. We'll stick around a little bit. You're not late, Bree. When you show up, it's always perfect timing. I wonder if anyone made a pie with a super hot pepper. I'm sure it's been done. I've had you ever see those like chicken pot pies? I always throw pies in those, so I'm sure someone had to have done it. Paul Pocorni. All right. Good evening, Mr. Scoble. Good evening, Paul. Thank you for being here. Chili Dog, love you, brother. It was great talking with you today. Absolutely. I appreciate the kind words. I'm glad your video's blowing up, dude. Joey Buttafuoco. Good to see you. George Heilman, got to go back to work. Have a fun and spicy day. Thanks for being here, George. Appreciate you stopping in. What kind of movies do you like? You and Bree like a lot of like horror movies. It's just the truth. When I get there, I'm going to throw the love. We'll get the sappy love stories when I get there. But right now, it's horror movies. We got to watch one tonight, maybe. Nolan Cross, good to see you. Ramen and boil some peppers into it. So good. Yeah. You know what? I've been putting these in my ramen noodles. I got these from a really good friend of mine, Jeff Rammer. These are a cross between a ghost and a cayenne, and they are amazing. They're almost like chips. You can almost snack on them. They get a little hot after a while, but they're really, really good. Hot Sauce Junkie Tim. Good to see you, man. Big time horror fiend. Yes, we are. I'm a horror movie fan as well. Here's the problem with horror movies. It's way worse than other movies. Like a normal movie, the better the horror movie is in the first 90% of it, the worse the ending is. It always seems like that. For some reason, horror movies always have like the worst endings. I don't know. Maybe it's me. That's why when you get a good one, it's like, it's a good one. Larry D's Chili Head Aquatics. Good to see you. Thank you for being here, Larry D. Oh, you watched Ray today. Ray Charles was interesting. Yeah, he was. For real. That was a great movie. B. McAllister, I think I subscribed when you did the one chip challenge times 20, or at least been watching since then. I didn't start subscribing to people's channels for a bit. It's all right, B. McAllister. That's a long time ago. Appreciate you still being around and watching. Honestly. Tom Broom is here. Thank you, Tom, for being here. Hi, Keith. Just came in. Was extracting some seeds from ají jopito. You and Johnny need to do a dual stream sometime. We do. We do on, I can't watch romance. You will when I get there. No, I probably can't either. We'll have fun, though. I promise. We'll make romance. That's it. We do. Bree and I do, periodically, we do reviews on Instagram. So if you go to her Instagram, you'll see a bunch. Anyway, getting spice out of the air if sauteed pepper hots inside. I'll never do it again, but curious. Man, capsaicin doesn't play, man. It's going to go when it goes. I don't think there's any way to open every window, turn on the fans. Other than that, I don't know any way to get it out. It's rough, isn't it? Tim's been piling Scotch bonnets on my food, homegrown from last season's grow. That's awesome, man. Yes, Breeze, like we do a lot on Instagram, indeed. We need Charles and Tommy here. I've got my tincture sitting here beside me. I thought this might be the night for hurting. Not tonight. But it's coming. Horror movies need better storylines. Some storylines are good, but there's, the other problem with horror stories, they're so predictable. I'm telling you what, 9 out of 10 times I watch a movie with Brie, they're 3 minutes in, she said she's dead and the guy did it. And I mean, she like, it's not. I'm like, we're watching. I'm like, I'm not sure what's happening. Can't tell if we're talking about demons or is it, she has it pegged. Now, I don't know if it's because she's watched so many. But she knows what's going to happen before it happens. I should reach out to Dead Meat for a collab. A horror spice collab would be epic. That would be cool. B. McAllister? It would be. Yeah, Chili Mama Bird likes that. Cayenne and Ghost, 2 of my faves. I need to get some. They're really great, Jason P. Soak some of them in sesame oil. Oh, I love sesame oil. Good terrible horror movie, The Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Is that one of those that's so bad it's amazing? That's the other good thing about horror movies. So many times they're so bad, they're great because of how bad they are. Kind of like Space Troopers? Same thing. Absolutely legendary sci-fi movie, and it was so bad, but it's great, Chili Bobber likes it. Psychological horrors are great, Rob. I'm too good at predicting horror movies. I hate it. It ruins it for me. Bree is unbelievable. Honest to God, you wouldn't believe it. She's amazing. Slaying the Lake. Good to see you, man. Thanks for stopping in. Delvin Lucas is here in the house. Thanks for being here. Leprechaun movies are great. A great Dream What was it? Wishmaster? Those were great. I can't remember the name of the series. Was it Wishmaster? Bree, was it Wishmaster? Those were great. I love those. Those are very as you wish. Ah, P. McAllister knows. Rob Zombies are just off the hook, aren't they? Rob Zombie, man. For real, Tim. There could be a good chance of getting a white premetallic from one of my yellows with a huge sample size of plants. One might pop up. Tease me. Full of hope. Good to see you. Just saying hi. Got to sleep, by the way. I loved the blob and the triffids. I talk about that triffids. I don't know if I've seen triffids. I don't know if I've seen that. Blob is scary though. Zombie beavers. I love it. The Night of the Living Bread. Beautiful. My daughter's been seeing the Chucky movies. Yeah, we don't do the Chucky movies in Bree's house. Scares the little ones. Dreamcatcher is a great one. Mike Davison. I sing that song all the time, says Full of Hope. Anyone tried Mikey V 7-Pot Primo Salsa? I think I have, Larry. I think there's a review of it here. Pretty sure there is. It's very good. Everything Mikey V does is great. He is just one of those guys that's got it going on. Saw. You know what? I'm not a sissy. I can't do Saw. I can't do Saw. I don't know what it is. I'm not a coward when it comes to stuff like that. I saw one of the Saw movies, and I was like, I'm tapping out, man. I'm good. I'm all set. I got connected with Johnny when I saw his review of garlic maruga scorpion pepper review from the Pepper Palace. God, that was a long time ago. That was a lot of calendars ago, Tim. Tom, you're killing us, but you probably won't seal peppers. You don't seal peppers because customers don't understand peppers age fast. Tom is. Can I tell you something? I've had people send me peppers, and we should talk about that because if you're going to buy peppers, you need to know who you're buying from. Bruce Cook is good to see you. Brendan Simpson, good to see you. Be good. Tom is brilliant at setting his pods. They're always amazing. If you get mustard pods, 90% of the time, if you get a mustard pod from a mustard grower, they don't pick them at the right time, so you're not eating when you should. Tom is really, really good at that. You know who else is great at that? Tomas Spillane is great at that. Abercrombie is great at that. Randy Keaton is great at that. Excuse me. Looking forward to the rematch with the Queen, Brandon Simpson says. Going to beat her this time. Keith Lego, horror movies messed me up as a kid. I spit on your grave. But you know the one that messed me up as a kid? A couple of them did. I shouldn't have seen The Exorcist when I did. Gave me the willies, man. Dollar silver. I heard capsaicin can greatly reduce depression. My favorite reason I enjoy peppers, they can. They absolutely can, and it's because of increased serotonin levels in your body that's produced because of high levels of capsaicin. Yes. The old school Blair Witch. Can I tell you something funny about the old school Blair Witch project? True story about this. First of all, it's one of the most successful movies ever made. If you look at how much it's made with how much it cost to make, it was like $200,000 to make that movie. It was on a shoestring budget. True story. I was working a job. I was working like 80 hours a week. I never got a day off. I got a half a day off a week. That was it. And there was a lot of times I didn't even get that. And I never got a day off. And I had a night off. And a guy I knew named Chris said, let's go see this movie, The Blair Witch Project. It's a horror movie. I didn't see. Now, listen, you have to understand, anybody who's seen that movie, imagine walking in, never seen a preview, a coming attraction, nothing. You have no idea. You're walking in blind. I had no idea what that was. The ending of that movie gave me a heart attack. I'm not joking you. The end of that movie, when it happened, I tingled over my whole body. I needed to talk about it for like an hour before I could even think about going to bed. Unbelievable. Emily Rose. Oh, Evil Dead Rise. You know the Exorcist of Emily Rose? That was a bad one. Puppet Master got me in as a youngin'. Yep. My big Annabelle doll is my favorite, but I'd have to hide it in the cupboard because Harper's scared of it. She's so cute. She is. Paul, you are one of the very best on YouTube. Your videos are awesome. Keep them up. Well, thank you for saying that. I don't edit them. I don't have a studio. Fortunately, I have an amazing camera, thanks to Robbie Robertson. course, this laptop that you see now is so old. I mean, it's ridiculously old. I probably ought to get a new laptop. Brandon Simpson's going to be good today. Thank you, dude. I appreciate that, man. You've been very naughty. I appreciate you, though. Yeah, I can't remember the exact video when I started watching, but it's when you say in the dining room table, it's in front of all the curtains. I did a lot there. I made a lot of videos in the house. My wife puts Chucky in random spots. I love it. It scares you. Pet Cemetery, too. Yeah, it was scary. Bree collects horror dolls. You bet. You bet, Tom. Absolutely. Where do you plutonium? When did I do the plutonium the first time? I was really ambitious, man. Right out of the gates. I think the channel was probably 3 months old when I drank a bottle of plutonium. I watched Chili Beast do it. He did it. He lived in Hawaii. He left the jar in his car, so it was hot, really hot, and it was liquidy. Because if you don't have it hot, it's a paste, like thick paste. And he drank it, and he spit it everywhere, and it was just. I remember watching that, going, "Dude, it's crazy." I didn't even have a channel then. I knew one day I was going to do that. I really did, and I've done it 3 times. I don't think I'll do it again. Nolan Cross, guys, saw the first Pet Cemetery when I was 7. That messed me up. He'll do that. Daniel Suarez, good to see you, man. Johnny, you're the goat of eating hot stuff. Nah, but thank you for saying that. I'm not the goat of anything. I really appreciate you saying that. Though. You guys have a totally. Ask Tom. Tom knows me personally. Ask Bree. I'm just, I'm flawed. But thank you for saying that. How many hot sauce shirts do you think I own? I don't know. I probably got 30 at Bree's house. I got a bunch of them I've already sent to Bree's. Half my clothes are at Bree's. I bet I only have maybe 50 here or 60. They're all black. I have a lot of them. B. McAllister, Exorcism of Emily Rose is my mom's favorite. Started watching horror at like 4 or 5. Loved it since. Riverdale Gardens, I saw Blair Witch in the theater as well. Same scenario. I couldn't sleep that night. Was that not scary? Seriously, when you see it with his facing the wall, I was like, that's it. I'm done. I didn't know. No one told me. No one said. I was like the perfect mark to walk in there and get, like I was their dream ticket buyer. Do you understand that? Like when they made that movie, they're like, maybe some fool will work too much, never get out, and blindly walk in and get the crap scared out of them. That's what that was. It's crazy. Bruce Cook, I'm about to have some vegetable lasagna with Carolina Reaper butter all over it. Or suffer. Can't wait till it's done cooking. Good for you, man. Oh, you meant the tables where I did the first plutonium. Okay, yeah. The first time I did the plutonium, that was in San Antonio. That was rough. Rough. I don't care how hard you think you're ready. I don't care how gnarly you think you are. I don't care how high your tolerance is. That's just a different kind of thing. I don't know if I'll do that again. The last time I did it was my 1 year of sobriety. I gargled it. My 73-year-old mother is scared to death of the Chucky doll. Keep Lego. It's great. It's so funny. Bree and Johnny, I'm a sap. I guess I love the romance. I wish you the best. Thank you, Milton Megan. Thank you. Mooah, he says only 50. Bizzle. I saw it at the drive-in. Boy, the last movie. What was the last movie you guys saw at a drive-in? It's a great question. I bet there are people in the chat like drive-in. My grandfather saw a movie in the drive-in. The last movie I saw in the drive-in was Point Break. With the Keanu Reeves and Patrick Swayze. Mr. Ray Ray. Good to see you, dude. I never saw Paranormal Activity, but Exorcist gave me the willies, Jason P. The Ring, when the girl crawled out of the TV set. Right, Hot Sauce Chunky Tim? That was a spooky moment. JP Jeffries, what make and model Carrera brings us, what make and model camera brings us Robbie Vision? Since you asked, I will tell you. It is a Panasonic HCWXF991 in 4K. It's just a spectacular. This is it. This is what I see when I make videos. I stare right there. And I imagine I'm just talking to you, B. McAllister, or you, Hot Sauce Junkie 10, or you, Mike Davidson. You know what, Dennis Brace? I think Hot Sauce Company should have some type of evil doll. You know what? Go check out Hellfire. They've had a bunch of bottles that are encased inside plastic with melted wax with scary faces. Go check out Hellfire. They've made a bunch of them. Alan, pure evil is hotter than plutonium as far as Scoville units, but nothing hurts more than plutonium. I'm just telling you, it's true. We have a local drive-in, shows movies all summer long. That's awesome, Keith. I miss drive-ins. Bruce Cook, last movie I ever went to see as a drive-in was over a decade ago. I watched Big Fat Liar and Up, a Pixar movie, back to back one night. Sweet. Roadhouse is a good movie for sure. Chili Hummingbird. Tim used to work out at the outdoor theater. I actually played movies. It was my first job. How cool is that? You know what? One of my first jobs, it wasn't even a paying job. I was trying to get like a brown nosing to school. And there's a school in my town. And I ran a movie night once a week. And they would send me movies. And I had this thing and I'd doing that. I'd send the movies back. And they reached out to me, wanted me to do it. So then one day I was making a movie. And the wheel stopped turning. And the camera's hot. It just melted the thing. And it poured stuff all over the floor. I walked out. What a horrible moment. I literally walked out, left like 20 kids in there watching the movie in the school. Just bolted. I was like, I'm done. Is that terrible? It's hard to even admit that. Oh, that was terrible. I'd like to see a horror rock opera. You got me. You had me at horror. Perfect. Charles McClellan, good evening to all. Hope everybody's doing well, enjoying their bus ride. I am. I don't know about you guys. I'm having a great bus ride. Dollar Silva, I was thinking of getting this product called Fire Dust. It had jalapeno, habanero, ghost, Scotch Bonnet, 7-pot Douglas, Naga, Trinidad Muruga Scorpion, and it sounds hot. Sounds good. I like the name of it. Fire Dust. It's catchy. The director of Saw 2 and 4 and Spinal did it. I don't know, man. Saw scares me, dude. I told you. I'm a sissy. I'm going to get there and Bree's going to be like, let's watch Saw. It's almost too much for me, man. Mr. Ray, can I explain to you that Tommy, yeah, he saw the video of you eating them with a straight face. He told me the same thing. I was talking to him last night. I'm like, doing stuff. Like, we couldn't believe it. I can't believe there's no warning label. I can't believe a kid that can't even reach the top of the counter can walk in, throw change on the top, and walk out with one of those. That's horrifying to me. But he told, and I said, there's no way that Ray can eat one of those things with a straight face. He goes, dude, I saw it. Dude's a freak. I said, are you serious? He goes, yeah. Unbelievable, man. Hot Sauce Junkie 10 loves Hellfire. They're in Wisconsin, like 40 minutes from where you are. That's awesome, dude. Not scary, but I like The Beautiful Mind. I never saw it, believe it or not. Yeah, there's a bunch of really big movies I never saw because I was working too much. I never saw Dead Poet Society. And now I won't. I refuse to. And there's some movies that were like classic comedies that had I seen when I was young, I probably would have loved, but I'm in an age now where I wouldn't see that as funny anymore. It's kind of weird. I'm getting old. Drunk Eddie, hottest extract I tried was Devil's Blood. Sounds good. Asthma me of everything. Can you get capsaicin withdrawal? Went a while without heat, got a headache. Ate a pepper and the headache went away. I don't know. I think if you could get pepper withdrawal, if there was a dude who could, if it was possible to get it, I would have experienced it. And I haven't. You know, I've never had any physical kind of, and, you know, I would have clearly experienced that. It could have been coincidence. I don't know. Maybe you're super sensitive and you can feel that. I don't know. Hostile movies are wicked. Yeah, they are brutal. They really are. Matter of fact, yeah, they really are. Oh. Jason P, if I had as many super hots as you did earlier, I'd still be hurting. Amazing. You are good to go. I'm good to go now. You didn't see me 2 hours ago. Jason B, have you ever had a 7-pot Merlot? Got them going, but they popped late. Never had one of those. Sounds interesting. Are they Merlot because of the color? Are they kind of a burgundy look? What color are they? Why do they call it Merlot? I'm just curious. I saw the original Exorcist and people called it the scariest movie. I disagree. It was funny to me. Boy, not me, Dollar Silver. Scared the pants off of me. Matthews Random Videos. What a great name. The peppers on the bus get hot, hot, hot. Good to see you, Matthew. Thanks for being here, man. Watch Crash and Mystic River Twisted as heck. I'll take that charge. D. McAllister, well, police would be screwed if Chili had started a hot pepper spray. Would be useless. You know what? I one of these days you're going to see me get sprayed with pepper spray on purpose. I won't be like doing something nefarious where they have to, shoot me down or anything like that. But I would love to do that. I'd like to get a complete normie who's willing to take one for the team and me and have them shoot us both and then try to wrestle a cop and see who'd do better. That'd be fun. Losing my taste and smell to the COVID helps. Joking. Ray. My wife asked me why I watch the horror gore movies. It's just makeup artists just blow me away, making the girl look so realistic. Yeah, I hear that. Yeah, I can see that. Interesting approach to look at it. You ever see them so bad, you're like, it's not real, it's not real. You got to tell yourself that. I think I did see Major Pain a long time ago. The Hills Have Eyes, spooky too. Peppers are laden with vitamin C. Can very well be a vitamin C crash. I don't know. I've never even had that. And I'm a vitamin C junkie too. I eat a lot of vitamin C. Uh-oh, Rob Norton knows. Pepper spray sucks, he says. All right, Alan McGee wants to know, has anybody ever seen the movie Mama? I've not. B. McAllister, hi, I'm Johnny Scoville, and this is Chase the Heat. Says B. McAllister. 8 out of 10 horror movies are formulaic drivel. Yeah, but 2 out of 10. I said earlier, the problem with them is they just like, if you see like a big budget movie, you're not going to walk out and go, that ending ruined the movie. Rarely do you say that. I don't know. I don't. But with horror movies, like not 8 out of 10 times, Bree and I are like, you got to be kidding me. She knows what's going to happen before it happens. Like once in a blue moon, we're both surprised. And usually I'm surprised and she's really not. Jason P. So Ray, I lost my taste and smell of COVID 2 years ago. I still can feel no heat though. Wow, that would be tragic. I can't imagine that. I don't want to think about it. AKA Heather Joy. Thanks for stopping in, girl. I appreciate it. Wow, Jason P. That's horrific. I can't even fathom something like that. I pray it comes back to you. Okay, so the Merlot ripens purplish. That makes sense to me. That's what I was kind of thinking. Ah, there you go. I get it now. Chase the Heat. That would be good. It would be fun, though. Don't you think that'd be a good video? Because I know I'd have a lot more fight in me after a face full of capsaicin than like Joe P. Average. They wouldn't, they're looking for something to hang on to. I'd wipe it away and find out where they are. Here's the problem, though. I also want to find like a pepper spray that was 100% pure, all natural, with no, chemicals or anything. All of them had tons, and not like one or two, but a lot of chemicals. And I was going to get, like, if they had it all natural, I'd spray my food, spray my face, eat something, like eat a burrito, spray pepper spray. That would make for a funny video. But they all have these terrible chemicals in them. And I don't want to eat chemicals. I did that when I was young. Didn't get me anywhere. So Bree's seen Mama. It was well made. Other horror movies were just starting to stink. Mama was more of some of older ones. Hi, Laura. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. That's brutal, Jason P. I can't imagine. Rob Norton, it will be good content. You won't do it a second time on purpose, right? I was in an elevator once, and a I was by myself. I was going down the elevator. I was in one of the upper floors, and a woman in the elevator with me was doing something in her purse. And I'm looking straight ahead. You know, in an elevator, you don't want to stare at the person next to you. It freaks them out. There's like, you know, appropriate way to conduct yourself. In other words, so I'm looking straight ahead, and all of a sudden I hear this spray. This is probably 15 or 20 years ago. I hear this spray, and I look over, and there's a cloud, and she's already coughing. I kind of just went to the corner, started pushing the next floor. I got out, but pepper spray's tough, man. Nolan Cross, is it possible to make a more liquidy tincture and put that into a spray bottle? Yes, Nolan. I have some in my kitchen over there. I have some strawberry tincture that Foy made that's like 14 million. But here's the problem. It worked. I can sort of get it to work, but I put it under hot water and because it gunks up really, really fast. But here's the problem with that. If you ever get a spray, a really high, like this one, the second you spray in your mouth, it reaches into your lungs, grabs all your air, throws it on the floor, and you're like, you can't breathe, man. It just sucks all the air out of you. It's brutal. It's fun, though. If the person doesn't know what's going to happen, it's a kick in the pants. Been working all day. Missed your earlier video. Got to watch after live. How are the super hots? As review, everything was hot. They were hot. I did 18 pods, 9 of the primatalis and 9 white ghosts, which were beautiful. They were so tasty. You can't really water it down. You can put more alcohol in it. Do that, but water and the alcohol doesn't mix. You know, it's either water or oil. It can be done. Yeah, digital watcher. They usually, in basic training and police training, they usually make everybody see what it's like, which is probably a good thing to do. You can certainly put tincture in a spray bottle. I was waiting for you to say that, Tom. Good night, Charlie Mullins. Good night, Mary. Love you guys. Tell your mom we said hello. Have a great evening, you guys. Thanks for stopping in. Dizzy Dragon. Good to see you, man. Active self-protection calls spraying perps with pepper spray is a blessing. The perp with the hot sauce, right? You're doing them a favor. Come on. It's floral. A little bitter. Mike Davidson, I'm a rookie on pepper growing, but I've been gardening for a while. Hope it goes well. I'm sure it will. Keep us posted, man. Capsaicin breath strips. Thought of it. I've already thought of it. Kid you not. If you can garden, you can grow chilies. Pretty hardy plants. I've heard, though, that the super hots are a little bit more finicky to grow. But she's right. Are you going to be doing any competitions this year? Matthew, in June, I'm going to be in San Diego for the League of Fire belt match. So I will. And I'll probably a couple of other ones. You'll see. I'm going to go up against the UK Chili Queen and I are going to meet again. So you'll see that pretty soon. So if someone sprayed my tincture in their mouth, it would typically be too much for most people. Yeah, I would say that, Tom. Do a cinnamon challenge, but with super hot powder. You know what? That powder challenge, I've seen some scary things. You get that in your lungs. My lungs are bad anyway because of asthma. I don't know, man. Alan McGee, my first horror movie was when I was 2 or 3, The Exorcist. There you go. My sister scared the crap out of I was hooked on horror ever since. And number 2 has been able, and number 2, and no 2 has ever been able to scare me like that since. That's a little young to be watching that one, bro. My son is a new CEO and say the video of pepper spray day. Ouch. Yep. Everybody goes through it in the military and police like that. D. McAllister, cop spraying Johnny with pepper spray. Ooh, nasty. Floral notes. Should have at least used a Reaper. It's funny. Wes Leiper's got to go. Hope everyone has a great night. See you later, Johnny. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight, dude. Have a good night, Wes. Robert G. Got to see both Scoville brothers tonight. A double dose of Scoville. 2 great shows. Thank you, Robert. I appreciate that. I'm sure he does too. Super outs grow really well. The hard part is getting them ready to transplant outside. Slow process. There you have it. I watched the Blair Witch Project when it was still a new concept. Actually spooky that way. Dude, I'll tell you what. I don't know if you were here. I saw it and I didn't know what it was. I mean, I walked in blind, had no idea. All I knew is we're going to see a scary movie. I had no idea that. So, just it got me. It got me bad. John Jr. is good. Keith Lego. He has a new girlfriend. So, uh, his mom has met her. Has met her, and his sister has met her, and they all say nice things about her. So that's good. Um, Old school mace myself in a closed car when I was 7. Nice. Banned for killing people, causing brain damage. Wow. I have one sour candy left, the one I dropped on the floor and it rolled across the carpet. It's got no hair on it. I'm just not going to eat it. It's too much. It's too much. There's no way you can't build a tolerance to that. Ray, he eats them. That doesn't bother him. It kills me. It's too much. California Soul is pretty plant ready as it is, Brandon says. Blair Witch Project made me seasick. I couldn't watch it, says Charles. Greg, Rage and Cajun. Good evening, Johnny. I want to ask what scorpion pepper you like the most, because scorpion is my favorite one. The yellow Moruga scorpion. It's probably my favorite scorpion. I'm glad you got your meds too. For real. When you need meds and you don't have them, it's a scary thing. Is Bree still in the chat? Imagine you answered the caramel Moruga, right? I think I'd like that now, though. I've thought about that a million times. I bet you I would enjoy that pepper now. It just hurt me because I was such a rookie then. Chili Bomber is present. Once, when you weren't in one of the chats, I showed everybody this. That's Bree's ring. Isn't that pretty? You want to hear something cheesy about it? It's going to sound terrible. She told me the setting she really liked. So she showed me the setting, and I just went and, bought the setting and bought the diamond that looked perfect in it. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful ring. It really is. It's a gorgeous rock. Dennis is hilarious. For you, have a great man. I'm not a great man until I'm beside her, but thank you for saying that. I've never drank a bottle of the Source. No. Gotta love Willow. Can you say slay? Indeed. Yankee Kyle, good to see you, man. You guys are all awesome. She's been a rock star. This has been an ordeal. An ordeal. But it's gonna be the great. You know what my mom told me? It's funny. Apparently, of all of her kids, I was the most difficult as far as childbirth, like the carrying and delivering. And she said to me once, sometimes the things that the heart that you suffer through the most end up being the best. So we've been suffering through a long stretch, but we're both really excited. I need to get my Yankee butt there. She went, Charles. It was a touching video. I showed you the ring the first time. She wasn't in that. I told her. She's like, you did? I'm like, yeah. So I figured the next time she's in, I'd have to show you guys. It's true, Dennis. Cody T, your heat tolerance is superhuman. I thought I was tough. You never had health issues from extremely hot food consumption over time? Nope. I'm healthy as a horse. They're good for you. They're very good for you. But thank you for asking, and thanks for watching. I appreciate it. My wife picked out her setting too. It's a beautiful ring. Yeah, it was a good idea to do that. I got the stone, but the fact that she has a setting that she wanted that's perfect for her, it's the perfect ring. I mean, it's what she wanted. Tom, Yankee butt. The funny thing about the faces of death, a lot of those aren't even real. They were just fakes, But it is what it is. The funny thing about diamonds, you guys want to hear a funny thing about diamonds? I saw, you can go find this here on YouTube. I saw a video about the diamond industry. And underground, it was underground. There was like big trucks. I don't mean like a dump truck. I mean a dump truck that you could put a dump truck inside the bed of the truck. I mean, it was like one of the industrial sized dump trucks. And there must have been 100 of them. Every one of those dump trucks were filled with diamonds for real. Some of them were the size of your thumb. Some were all by size. And they said in this video that I guess De Beers owns all of them. Not all of them, but enough to make a big difference out of it. And what they said was that if De Beers flooded like turned loose all the diamonds that they've got, that stones diamonds would be useless. They'd be worthless. So I'm glad they're not going to do that. Last question, I'll shut up, Cody T says. What is the absolute hottest pepper and sauce I've ever had? The hottest pepper I've ever had is a Primatale. 8, 9 of them today, actually. But the hottest sauce I've ever had, I can't remember if it's Doomed or Right Hand of Doomed by Hellfire Hot Sauce. It's 2.6 million Scoville. Those are the hottest. Thanks for the question. Diamonds are a girl's best friend, Yankee Kyle. Yeah, they're pretty cool. If I think about diamonds, the colored diamonds, pink, yellow, come from Australia. That's pretty cool. Doomed. Thank you, Dizzy Dragon. Doomed is the hottest sauce I've had. It's an insane industry when you look at it. Sure is, Rob. Any chance in the future that we could get chocolate-covered tube of terror? Wow. That's not a bad idea. That's a good idea. Paul Kamalski, shut up. I haven't talked to Paul. What's it been? It's got to be 2 or 3 years. Wow. Paul and I've been buddies since the channel started, essentially, a long time ago on social media mostly. But Paul, good to see you, man. I hope you're doing good, man. Ooh, my inner German begs for some white chocolate. I like good white chocolate. Bad white chocolate tastes like wax. And then there's always the person who says there's no such thing as white chocolate. So you got that old chestnut. We need to go opal hunting at Amuka. Let's do that. Check out the place at Mad Max style home and Opals. You could buy a house for 20 grand. I'd rather make a ton of money and buy a house for $1 million somewhere. Actually, I don't want to do that. I'm not a big house kind of guy. I like the house you got. Laura, LOA, got me as a kid. Well, those who look them up are going to have something to watch. Which ones? Chocolate-covered tubes of terror, right? Tim? Dark chocolate, though, not milk chocolate. Dark chocolate. Seriously, that sounds so good to me. We could make them. The tube would have to be different, or a lot less of them in there. Because if you put chocolate coating on all those peanuts, you'd be able to put a third of the peanuts in the tube that you could. But I'm thinking about it. Doesn't it ask me of everything? It really does sound interesting. Lindo truffles are very good, Dennis Brace. You're a good guy. You're a busy man. Much love. All is good. I'm glad, Paul. I really am, man. Keep the crumb up. Keep working hard, dude. Chocolate covered tubes. Yeah, man. I'll tell you what. Yeah, the hottest liquid I've ever had. Do I have any right here? Yeah, this is the hottest liquid I've ever had. No, because I've had 16 million. But as far as tinctures that somebody made, this is the hottest I've ever had. That's a 1.4. That's 14 million Scoville. And it's not a joke. It really isn't. I'm too much of a sissy to do any right now. I hurt myself today. I started eating peanuts from the tube to build tolerance and realized it needs chocolate already. Really sweet. That would be a great idea. Exactly, Chili Mama Bird. Dark chocolate. Balake. Blake Anderson, thanks for being here, dude. Really intense dark chocolate with Primo Flakes or something. With sea salt. Dark chocolate covered tube of terra peanuts with like dusted sea salt on the outside of the chocolate. Do me a favor, Paul, email me. I don't know what your number is anymore. You must have had a new number. Email me at chasetheheat@gmail.com. Chasetheheat@gmail.com. We'll get connected again. The tub of terror. Feels like Willy Wonka. Wouldn't that be a good idea, though? Himalayan salt, dusted Himalayan salt on dark chocolate covered tube of terror peanuts. Oh, you know what happened? All this talk, and look what happened. The time zipped by us. Dark chocolate raspberry Reaper bites. All right, listen, we got to shut this down. It's getting out of control. Remember me, Matthew's random videos. I know a couple Matthews. But anyway, guys, you know what happened? Time ran away from me. And here we are. It's 10 o'clock my time. So I'm going to wrap it up right now. What a great idea. I don't know if it's going to be tube of terror peanuts, but spicy, dark chocolate covered peanuts or nuts of some sort. Oh. It's going to be good. All right, you guys. I love you guys a lot. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Paul, Asmi of everything, Blake Anderson, Matthew, Heather Joy, Alan McGee, Dennis, Mr. Ray, Rob Norton, Dizzy Dragon, Keith Lego, Jason P, Charles McClellan, Chili Mamba, I love you. Everybody who's here. Bizzle, love you too, man. Drunk Eddie. You guys are all awesome. Riverdale Gardens, good night. I hope you guys have a great night. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. Drop me an email at chasey@gmail.com if you have any additional questions that I haven't answered. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm Johnny Scoville. This was Chase the